there we go. This is going to be WRAPTIE's part 2. If you haven't checked out the first video, which was my initial review, just click the link up there and that'll take you to the first video if you want to watch that one first. But that was just my initial review, straight out of the box, never used them before. But I've had a bit of a play with them, so you know, I'm kind of getting the hang of them, and I do like them actually. I'm quite surprised, so we'll get into it, tell you all about them, shall we? Let's go. Let's get one out here. Something I do really like about these WRAPTIEs is they are light. They are super light. They weigh nothing. You can just throw these in the back of your bike or wherever you want to put them. They wrap up quite tiny compared to a ratchet strap or anything else. Super light. They do come in a few different sizes. I've actually got them written down here, what sizes they come in. Let me have a look-see. All right, so you can get these WRAPTIEs. They come in a 90 centimetre, which is, I can't remember, oh, these are the 130s. So these are 130 centimetre. So they come in 90 centimetres, which is 3 foot. They come in 130 centimetres, which is 4 foot, 180 centimetres, which is nearly the height of me, 6 foot, and 240 centimetres, which is about 8 foot. So I think the recommended retail for these in Australia for the 130 centimetres is about 38 bucks. So it's not a bad deal, is it? And that's for a pair, so you get 2 of them for that. That's the recommended retail. So that, you know, price wise, weight wise, so far so good. Light, excellent quality. I'm just going off all my notes here that I've been marking down as I've been using them over the last couple of weeks. Multi-use. When I first got them, I did have a couple of issues and I was trying to work out what's the best way to use these. But the more you use them, the more ways you're going to work out what you can do with them. So it's just a matter of just, you know, discovering things as you're going along, going, oh, I can use it for this. I was changing the changing the shock absorber on my mountain bike not long ago, and I was having troubles holding the bike. It was all over the place. I haven't got a mountain bike stand for it, so I'd had it tied up, hanging from the ceiling. And I ended up grabbing a wrap tie, and I put a loop around the handlebar of my mountain bike on one side, around the seat post, back to the other handlebar, held the bike nice and straight. Just little things like that. It's almost like having an extra pair of hands sometimes. So that actually came really in handy for that. Another thing I find it great for, or these great for, is like when I just stopped at Eddy Bay the other day and I was camping there. You pull up at the, you know, the shop and you head on in and you know, check in and do what you got to do, but you take your jacket off, your helmet off, your gloves off, you know, you take everything off to go in there, and you come back out and you want to ride your motorbike 50 metres up the track, you know, or 100 metres. You don't want to have to put all that gear back on or grab one of these. I just throw the jacket on the back, chuck the helmet on top, wrap tie around the lot, and I ride just like this. So just saves, you know, like I said, the more you use it, the more you're going to realise what you can actually do with them. What else can we say about them? Quality. I mean, so far, I know I've given them a good run and quality's not too bad. Handy to have on your bike if you know, especially if you've got saddle bags or side bags or tank bags or anything. If you're riding in a bit of a rough area, you know, rough country, and you break something, you break a buckle or you come off your bike and you tear some straps, these are handy just to wrap it around, strap it back to your bike. You can keep going, you know. You don't want to be sitting on the side of the road and you've got all your, you know, your saddle bag or a crash bar bag that you can't put back on the bike. You know, you want to just use these and get them back going again. One thing to note with these, you can double them up. So even though these are 130 centimetres, you can get 2 of them, strap them together, and you can have 2 metres 60. So they don't have, you know, so if you think, oh, I need one longer, they come in a pair when you buy them, strap them together, you've got one big long one. Now the actual bungee part itself, it is like some sort of industrial high tensile elastic. And when you first look at it, it doesn't even look like it's a bungee cord. It actually just looks like a webbing strap, but it is actually stretchy, and you can tell it is actually quite damn tough. I think these would last quite a long time. So rounding it off, these straps pretty easy to use. They are like good quality, really well made. A lot of thought's gone into the design of them. You can use them pretty much well for anything, multiple uses, and like I said, the more you use it, the more uses you're going to find for it. Light, you can chuck them in your pocket, even if you're going hiking. Try it in a backpack. You never know, you could use it for, you could lose a leg, I don't know, you can use it for a tourniquet, wrap it around your leg and a femoral artery, and you could stop some bleeding. There's, I think there's 1,001 uses you can use these for. Let's get a closer look at these, shall we? So you've got the soft side of a Velcro, or the furry side, whatever you want to call it, all along one edge, and they're separated, so you've got that bit of stretch between them. And if we roll it over on the other side, you've got the hook side of the Velcro. So basically, if you're going to wrap this around something, so I've got the hook sides on the inside now, so it doesn't really matter, but as you come around, it's going to land on the soft side there, and vice versa, and you can lock it in. Now, it's recommended that you try and get 3 grabs of the Velcro to hold if you're tying something down with it. One end has a loop, so you can either put that through a hook or something if you had to. You could even put a shackle if you're on there, a little shackle, carabiner, if you want to hook it onto something. You can loop it back through itself as such. So you could, hook it on like this as well, get that down. So you could latch it on around something that you can't loop it over. Now there's no Velcro inside this little loop. I'll turn that inside out. So everything slides through there quite easy without grabbing. The other end doesn't have a loop. Well, it does, it does and it doesn't. So you've got this tail here, which is not elastic, that's just a strap. And on both sides of that, you've got some Velcro hooks. So basically, this flap here, you can lay it down, you can bend that over, and you can flick the other one over the top to close it up, and then you've got a loop. And no way in the world I'm pulling that. No, I can hear it creaking. I don't know if you can hear that on my microphone, but I think the amount of load you're going to put on this strap, that's going to hold for sure, without a doubt, because it's pulling straight down. It's got heaps of grip. Now, I wouldn't recommend using them for a tow rope or anything. They are elasticy. I think, from memory, I think they've got a 50 kilo load rating. It could be 30 kilos, I could be wrong, I can't quite remember. But it's 50 or 30 kilo load rating. It'll be on their website, which is WRAPTIE.com. Not on the label. Might be on my sticker here. No, it's not on my sticker either. Oh well. I think it's WRAPTIE. Just Google WRAPTIEs. You'll find them. But on their website, they've got all the technical data about them, load ratings, everything else. In a pinch, if I had to tow another motorbike, I would probably strap 2 of these together and do it. It would probably ruin these straps. It might not, I mean, they might surprise you, but at a 50 kilo load limit, you may snap them. But I'd only do that in an absolute pinch if I had no other way and it was an absolute necessity. I think these would probably do it. You could probably tow another motorbike with these. Not recommended though. I wouldn't do it, but you could if you had to. If you're in a very remote area and it was the only way out. But as I said, the uses for them, limited by your imagination. Whatever you can think of, I reckon these will probably do it for you. Tying down your tent, holding up tarpaulins. You could string it out between a couple of small trees and use it for a clothesline. You know, like I said, the possibilities are pretty much endless. I could probably, with the tripod this camera's on, I could wrap this around a tree. You know what I mean? And I could Velcro my tripod around the tree. We've all got one of these. If you ride motorbikes or adventure or mountain bikes, or you're four-wheel drivers and you use a GoPro, these are brilliant, but they're not going to go on a tree like this. Ta-da! What do we got here? We've got a WRAPTIE. I've only just thought of doing this, but I could hook that around there, and then we can just go Velcro, and this doesn't have to be tight, it's only going to hold a GoPro mount. And look at this, we can just stick that on there. We can stick it any way up we want. And there you go. Hang your GoPro on there, you've got a GoPro mount. That's going to hold it perfectly. So if you've got a power pole, a tree or somewhere, and you want to get some action and there's nowhere to clamp it onto, look at that. As I said, limited by your imagination. You've come across someone, they've had a buster, they've broken their arm. Let's club them for falling off their bike. No, let's fix them up. It's a bit rough and ready, but you could use this as a splint. Probably a bit hard to do by yourself on your own arm. I'll probably use the other end. But you could, I reckon, in a pinch, you could use one of them or two of them. You could probably even patch yourself up, to be honest. Look at that. You could use that. You wouldn't want it too tight, you want to block your blood circulation. But in a pinch again, you could use that for a splint. Like I said, limited by your imagination. I'm not paid for any of this. These guys have just sent me up to give them a try, these WRAPTIEs. And even just making this video, I've just been thinking of other uses I can use it for. So, dog leash. If you've got a dog, look at that. I've got a pretty big hand, it fits through there. You can clip your dog onto that. And you know, if he's giving him a yank. Like I said. Anyway, if you can think of anything that you reckon you could use these for, please leave a comment down the bottom what you reckon, or what else you reckon you could possibly use these for. I'd like to hear your thoughts. But like I said, if you like these or you want to suss them out, have a look at their website, WRAPTIES.com, maybe .au, but it's WRAPTIES.com, I'm pretty sure it is. Have a Google, you'll find them. And yeah, suss them out. I like them, I reckon they're pretty darn good. I've been using them a bit on the bike. I've got one still stuck here. It holds my chair and my table on. And I reckon I might even be buying some more of these. Well, I didn't buy these ones, they sent them up to me. So you might think it's a bit of a biased review. Oh, you got this gear, you're just doing it because you're being nice. No, I'm not being nice. If they were shit, I would actually say these are shit. They're not shit, they're bloody good. So I'm actually thinking I might even buy some longer ones, because I am building a place up on the Tablelands, a little, well, not the Tablelands, just south of Cairns, a little weekender. And I reckon these will come quite in handy just for strapping stuff down as well, or moving gear around, or doing something where I need an extra pair of hands to hold something up. I reckon WRAPTIES will do it. All right, well, I'm going to gear up, get back on my bike, head home, and enjoy what's left of the weekend. All right, don't forget, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it the thumbs down if you didn't like it. I think the algorithm likes either one of them. So thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Do whatever you want. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more gear, camping reviews, me talking BS, or whatever you want to hear, you know. And click the notification bell, that way you'll get updated every time I've made a new video. All right, till then, we'll ride safe and we'll see you on the next one. Hooroo! It's pretty much, well, limited by your imagination. So whatever you think you could use it for, there you go. I don't know, use it for exercise. Who knows? I probably need to do some chest workouts. That would work. There you go. Gym tool, tie down tool. Maybe good for naughty kids. I don't think we're allowed to smack them anymore, are we? Oh well.